Welcome to Live, Love, Sharon, where we explore local businesses and local interest stories in and around Sharon.
I'm really excited for today's episode. We are highlighting preschools in the town of Sharon. Do you remember when we moved here, Bruce?
Oh, yeah.
And we started having kids, and preschool was really their first step, and it was where we started meeting our first friends.
I think we still have a lot of friends from when we met at preschool.
Yeah. So even though people move to Sharon, and everyone always talks about the great school systems in Sharon, everything really starts at preschool. People leave the city, they come to the suburbs, they start growing their family, and preschool is really the first step, not just in education, but really socialization for the kids and for us parents. So on today's episode, we're really excited to highlight just a few of the many options we have here in Sharon of our preschools. We hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get going.
I've lived in Sharon for about 20 years. And Hertz has always had this amazing reputation of being such a warm, loving, nurturing place. Kids that move on from Hertz and go on to kindergarten, I've heard, are just extremely prepared. It's just such a loving place, and when I came here, it was exactly that.
About 6.5 years ago, we had our first due to go to preschool, and we started looking at all kinds of places. And then we came to Hertz. There's no logic to it, but it felt like home. So everything else was details to us. We felt safe to send our kids here. And now, 6 years later, we made that absolutely the right choice.
We come in the morning, we have free play, we have various things for them to choose, tabletop manipulatives, some sort of art project, and the children are able to pick for what they want to play with.
My children came here, and then I quickly got wrapped up. I was a board member. I just loved it. And when Leisa had one of the teachers go on maternity leave, she said, "Would you want to fill in?" And I jumped at the chance and became a full-time staff member. Taught here for over 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Did retire, but was too sad about retiring. So I came back and I said, "Could I please volunteer?" So now I'm a volunteer.
The parents, the teachers, the community, it just was a warm hug. And that's how I could describe Hertz. When you walk in the door, you feel that warmth and the love. The children feel it, the parents feel it. It's a place that you want your child to be. It's a happy place.
I've always known Hertz Nursery School to be a Jewish nursery school. But I know some people that come to Hertz Nursery School that aren't Jewish. Can you speak to us a little bit about that, Bonnie?
Hertz is a Jewish preschool, and we do infuse our program with Jewish culture. The kids do learn Hebrew throughout the course of our curriculum, but I think the tenets of the Jewish religion they cross cultures.
Hertz is a giant community, and it exists on different levels. There's the children, there's the parents, there's the staffing, there's the greater Temple Israel community, and then there's the greater Sharon community. It's just a beautiful place, and it really all does start at Hertz Nursery School.
I'm Michelle Petrosky, and I've been here about 11 years. I am a teacher director. We have kids that start at 2.9 and go up to the age of 6. We have 3 different classrooms, one that's based for the 3-year-olds, one for the 4-year-olds, and one for the 5-year-olds.
And if I remember, you guys go by colors, is that
right? Yes. The little ones are the green team, and then the next is red team, and then the blue team.
Tell us about a typical day at Jake's Place.
We have some early drop-off time, and then when the preschool program starts, that typically starts with some free play exploration at centers, and then we would have a meeting time where kids would learn about math and science and different curriculum pieces.
And how long has Jake's Place been here?
Since 2006. We do fill up, and we do have a waiting list.
Wow.
Typically, parents would come tour in the spring for a year from the fall. So we would tour now for a spot not in September but the following September.
Oh goodness, so people have to really think about this in advance. So
Yeah.
for a 2.9 program, they're coming in when their kids are, what, like a year and a half?
Yes.
What do you think your teachers and your kids love best about Jake's Place?
Wow, there's so much to love here. I don't know if I could pick one thing. They love the playground, they love the loft. We have that really fun loft that the kids can climb up in, and they love the home feel. It's very warm.
Yeah, you're really in a residential area here, and from the outside you just look like another house.
Right.
You're not in a building, which I think also differentiates you. You're in a big blue house.
Right.
So people come here, the kids probably do feel like they're just going perhaps to a play date, right?
Yeah.
When I had a child of age to go to preschool, I went to my neighbor's house because I was fairly new to Sharon back then and said, I need to go to a preschool. And she said, oh, you need to go to my friend's preschool. And I thought, okay. So I went and visited the co-op, enrolled my daughter, enrolled my son a few years later, and then went back as a teacher. Spent 6 years as a teacher, became a teaching director, am now the executive director, and then this year we opened the nature school, so we have 2 schools.
The word co-op.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything? I know it means things as far as farming.
Yeah.
Right?
So when the co-op was founded in 1976 by 2 Sharon parents, Pearl Falk and Susan Markowitz, and they created a school where parents worked side by side with the teachers in a cooperative way.
As a parent with a kid entering the preschool system for the first time, there was a lot of options, and one of the things that were important to us was a place where there was really a focus on community, on diversity, on inclusiveness, and I think from the moment we knocked on the door of the co-op to schedule a tour, we were blown away by the fact that those concepts were lifted up for a sense of primacy.
So we're sitting here in your new school. I had the privilege of coming here the other day to check it out, and I was really blown away. Please tell us about where we are here in Sharon.
So we are in partnership with the trustees here at the Cooperative Nature School. They were given this land by a private family. We knocked on the door and asked if they'd be interested in a nature school. And it was just a natural coincidence of good timing and interest. And in a quick 2 years, we have a beautiful school. And then we have licensed teachers, so we run a full-time program here, full days, full year. Teachers and the children go out every day on explorations in the morning for about 3 hours. And then they're out for about 2 hours in the afternoon. They love it. If you visit our Facebook page, you will see pictures of children that are thigh deep in mud. They are looking at cows. They are experiencing life on the real hands-on learning. They have insects in their hands. They are climbing trees. They are doing everything that children naturally do in the woods. It's a perfect playground for children.
We're blessed here in Sharon that there are so many wonderful opportunities. And I think what we were looking for was a place that wasn't just a daycare. It wasn't a place to drop off your kid, say goodbye, rush out to the train, go to work, come home, pick up my kid. But that's not what we were looking for. We were really looking for a community. A place where my kids could be kids, where they could play, where they could meet other people, where they could be challenged, where they could be comforted and loved. That was really, really important.
All the studies that we did and all the research we did is proving out amazingly here. These kids have amazing skills, vocabulary, self-help skills, executive skills. It is everything that the studies say it's going to be.
Not only has it exposed my children to the diversity of our community, but also myself and also our family. And I think these types of one-on-one communal activities are going to create a stronger town in the future.
I'm Dianne Needle.
And I'm Bruce Needle.
And we are the Needle Group with Keller Williams Realty, highlighting the town of Sharon, a community that we love and live in.